Why is cognitive liberty a neuroethics challenge? Have you ever thought about how much control you have over your own mind? Cognitive liberty is all about that control. It refers to the right of individuals to manage their own mental processes, including thoughts, perceptions, and decisions. This concept is becoming increasingly important as advancements in neuroscience and neurotechnology allow for direct access to and manipulation of brain functions. But this raises some tricky ethical questions. At the heart of cognitive liberty is mental autonomy. People should have the freedom to decide whether to use technologies like brain-computer interfaces or cognitive-enhancing drugs. This means they should also have the right to refuse these interventions if they choose. Another key aspect is mental privacy. The thoughts and neural data of an individual should remain as private unless they choose to share them. However, some neurotechnologies can read or interpret brain activity, which poses risks of unauthorized surveillance or manipulation. Freedom from coercion is also vital. No one should be forced to undergo neurotechnological interventions or have their access to cognitive-enhancing tools restricted, as long as their actions do not harm others. The challenge with cognitive liberty arises because neurotechnology blurs the lines between mind and machine, internal and external, and private and public. This creates ethical dilemmas that we must address. For example, how do we protect individuals from non-consensual brain interventions or mental surveillance? We also need to think about how to regulate cognitive enhancement to avoid social inequalities or coercive pressures. Balancing individual cognitive freedom with societal safety and legal frameworks is another complex issue. Additionally, we must consider how to set limits on cognitive liberty when mental states can influence behavior that might harm others. From a neuroethics standpoint, cognitive liberty is a foundational issue. It touches on human dignity and autonomy in a world where technology can alter or access the inner workings of the mind. Practical applications of cognitive liberty include the development and regulation of brain-computer interfaces that could enhance or monitor cognition. Ethical guidelines are needed for the use of neurostimulation or psychopharmacological agents for enhancement or therapy. Legal protections against unauthorized brain data collection or manipulation are also essential. Public policies should ensure informed consent and voluntary use of neurotechnologies. Cognitive liberty is a neuroethics challenge because it requires us to balance the potential of neurotechnology to improve human cognition and well-being with the need to protect mental autonomy, privacy, and freedom from coercion. This raises new ethical and legal questions about how society values and safeguards the integrity of the human mind in an age of rapidly advancing neurotechnological capabilities.